He's here.
Go ahead. How are we doing? Good. Good.
Well, the term that just a restart button for the team here. How do you
I think that's how it works. I think that's pretty much how it is mentally. And then the whole key is you just got to keep your improvement message strong. And in this case, because we just played Missouri, there's definitely things we can improve upon that game. And so you can hit those points. You can work on that, but at the same time, you keep them energized on where we can get better. The most important thing for us right now, outside of getting better defensively and getting our rebounding back where it's got to be, is not lose our confidence taking shots, right? We've had a couple of games where shots we make and shots we have made, they're not going in. And we just can't lose that confidence to take those shots. But at the same time, you got to keep looking for what the defense is giving you, and that's what we're trying to show based on film work, based on practice, those type of things.
So in terms of the shooting issues the last two games, it's not a matter of the type of shots they're taking?
Oh, I don't think so.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I mean, there's always going to be some risk reward at the rim. You know, when you drive to the rim, we're missing open shots. Now, some is we again. It's like I say a lot. You know, it's not taking a bad shot; it's taking a good shot badly. You know, sometimes you fade, sometimes you don't get your foot into it. All the technical parts of the shot, it's very easy to point that out, and so it's easier to point it out, harder to remember when you're shooting it. But we've missed some open shots, and we could probably do a little bit less off the dribble. I think that would help us, and that, in answer to your question, you know, and be ready to shoot the ball rather than put it down on the ground a couple of times. But to me, that's yeah. I mean, you don't want to lose the confidence in that.
Jordan mentioned the team might have more of an edge heading into the tournament. Have you kind of noticed that in these practices?
I hope so. I mean, I hope so. I mean, I think we have good edge. I thought we had it yesterday, but I thought we had it going into South Carolina too. So I mean, we've had really good practices the last few weeks. So if that's what he thinks, that's a good thing.
Does the fact the game is against Missouri team, y'all probably played y'all worst, does that in some way help, you think, the preparation? Want to avenge that, so to speak?
Well, there should be no trouble getting anybody's attention, right? But I don't sense that. Anyways, there's things that they guarded us differently, right? And there were just guys that they did not guard in the game. And so our job now is to make that many more adjustments without overthinking it, but make the adjustments that we've got to make, because obviously that worked well for them. And they took chances on guys not being able to make plays, and they were right. So we've got to do a much better job of dealing with that and how we move and make some adjustments, and I'm sure they will too.
Do you have any memories from conference tournaments in your career as a head coach?
Yeah, I'm sure, but I don't.
Nothing?
Yeah, nothing that really stands out right now.
In a tournament setting, do you think your team might embrace the underdog mentality a little bit more?
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, I mean, it's. I just hope we go in there and play well.
What did Typhane gain this year?
What did he what?
What did he gain? Would you see?
I think he's learning what this game, the college game, is all about, the speed of it. I mean, it's a whole different level of speed when you get to college. And he needs to play faster. He needs to play even more aggressive, but he needs to play faster. And whether it's cutting, whether it's getting to the glass, when he's done those things, he's been pretty successful. But everybody goes through that. Everybody goes through the speed of the game. You know, there's the physicality of it. There's the pace of it. Pace and speed are two different things, because the pace of the game is one thing, and that's conditioning to a degree. But the speed of the game is how quick you have to play, your reaction time, how your short space quickness, your burst, you know, those type of things. And that's the thing that I hope he's gained, that's going to really help him for the future with that, because he's really improved his skill level, and he really wants to do well. And I think it's just a matter of understanding, like, okay, this is different, and this is how I've got to embrace it to make myself better. And I think all freshmen, again, go through that, but him in particular, once that speed of the game, once he learns how to play quicker, faster, more burst, things like that at this level, right? And they understand, well, wait a minute, all those things that I was doing before that I was having a lot of success with, it's not as easy here. And once you learn to make that adjustment, and I think an off-season of training is really going to help him a ton with that too. But I say that knowing that we've got to have him he's got to play well for us this week too, going into this tournament.
How big a part of the legacy for these seniors? I mean, obviously their senior day isn't one that they're going to want to remember. Sure. I mean, they beat Texas. They never lost to Georgia Tech. You played some NCAA tournament teams close, but what role does this SEC tournament play in the legacy of these outgoing players?
I don't know. hopefully they go out. Hopefully they go out, because I haven't really thought in those terms, but hopefully they go out and they can look back at it and there is absolutely zero regret, okay, when they're done, and zero regret 10 years from now, right? Like, that's the biggest thing. Did you leave everything that you had out there? Because there's been many, many days that's how they've played. They've worked hard to do that. There's been some days they haven't, but there's been a lot of days that they've tried to do that. So hopefully, when you realize that the end is near, there's an extra jolt that can either drive you forward or it can paralyze you. It can stifle you. And you don't want that to happen. You want them to be on a full tilt, doing what the team needs, doing what needs to be done to be successful. But that little bit of edge that he's talking about, it comes from everybody, but your seniors are going to drive that edge too, for even more than anybody else.
What's the plan the next 36 hours? You have a practice in Nashville
Yeah,
tonight?
we'll practice, hopefully sharp and concise here, and then get in there and get on the court, and then walk through tomorrow morning. I believe it's at Vanderbilt, or late morning, early afternoon, and then play the game. So with meetings and film and stuff like that sprinkled in.
Any other questions?
Have you played, any of your teams played in this venue before?
I've never. I was saying this last time on the radio show. I don't think I've ever coached in Nashville. So, been to Nashville, lived near Nashville when I was in Bowling Green, Kentucky. But I may look back on it, but I was thinking about this. I don't think I've ever coached there. So in the city, so it'll be different.
You like country music though, don't you?
I like a lot of music.
Oh, do you?
I like country music. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
I thought I heard you say that.
Yeah, I like country music. Definitely. Sure.
Okay.
All right.
We'll
Thank
see you
you.
there.
Thanks.